coming up next. And a good evening here in Tulsa as we bring you Drillers Baseball hosting the San Antonio Missions and your home team, the Tulsa Drillers. Tomorrow, Game 3 commences. Don't forget the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks will play Tulsa. San Antonio will head to Springfield for a 3-game series. Missions return home as they'll take on the Springfield and Tulsa Drillers. So we are here in Center City Field, here in Tulsa, as we get ready for Game 2 of our 3-game series between the Missions and the Tulsa Drillers. And here's the lineups for tonight's game. And then here's the lineup for the Tulsa Drillers. And that's the lineups for tonight's game. And now we take you to the field for the second of third between the San Antonio Missions and your Tulsa Drillers.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the San Antonio Missions and the Tulsa Drillers. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Russell Shipp, a Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Digging in, Billy Richter. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Center fielder, Billy Richter.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
Hits this one hard the other way. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole. Grinder, battler, whatever you want to call him. He is not afraid to go deep in the count. He is not afraid to hit with 2 strikes, and he showed it right there.
Standing in now, Rodney Finch. He swings and lines it to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
Ready now, Felipe Rodriguez. First chance for him here with a runner at first and one gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Richter, base runner at first with one out. Fly ball out toward left center field. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
My cactus.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were two outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold it third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Stepping in now, Edgar Armas hit pretty well out toward right center field. McLeod sprinting after it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And they're not going to get him at third base either. It's a sac fly and an RBI.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Stepping in, Robbie Hunt, runner in scoring position with two gone. Here's the first pitch to him. Line towards center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, Dero. You're in trouble. You're one pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make one bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues, and another run batted in.
Chopped at the plate. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Missions lead it 2-0. Number 60, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
So stepping in, Kareem McLeod. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Windup and the 0-1. A little bouncer that winds up foul. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods, just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
So coming to the plate, Thomas Tomlinson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And there's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Outside, 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And it's full now, 3-2.
Full count, 3-2.
Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one, he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point. He was able to get a hit.
Into the box, Ronnie Chadwick. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Oh, and he misses it.
Uh-oh.
Well, the bad news is he botched what looked like a routine fly ball. The good news is the runner wasn't able to advance any further than first base. So that's a play that should have been made, but at least it wasn't more than a one-base error.
Into the box now, Christopher Anderson. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a little tapper. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Tomlinson over at second. Chadwick is over at first with one away. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
Ready with the 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
In now, Ray McCormick. Hard liner to center field, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a base hit, also 1 error in the inning, but 2 men left on. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. San Antonio's out in front, 2-0. Into the box now, Chad Taylor, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hit on the ground out to short. Tomlinson comes up with it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has, an absolute howitzer.
At the plate, Dustin Gonzalez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sent on the ground out to second. McCormick ranges to his left. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Digging in now, number 60, and he's ready to take his first cuts. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded back up the middle. Tomlinson takes it in. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning, and just like that, the side is retired. leading off the inning, Kevin Diaz, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike.
The count's 1-1.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And over at first base in this one today is the guy that can pick it with the best of them. And I can't overstate that enough. As a former middle infielder, when you could close your eyes and throw it over to first base knowing it was getting picked out of the grass or picked out of the dirt, man, what a comfortable feeling.
Coming to the plate now, John Wales. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. One out, nobody on. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. And a fastball just a bit up.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Standing in, Michael Wesson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Now batting, Billy Richter. He reached on a single in his first try.
Billy Richter.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Standing in now, Rodney Finch. He swings and grounds it to short. To second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Tailor-made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Felipe Rodriguez. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, and that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Hit back up the middle. throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Russell Schiff, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here's the first pitch to him, and it's fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1, and that misses 1-1. Him up. Hunt in foul ground, and this will land foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery, and this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Center fielder number 11.
Now at the plate, Kareem McLeod. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Digging in, Thomas Tomlinson. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
0-1 the count.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
A wave and a miss.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch-out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Standing in, Edgar Armas earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single.
Now batting, third baseman, Robbie Hunt.
Stepping up now, Robbie Hunt. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Chadwick going back, and this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center as they move on top 4-0.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Stepping in now, Carlos Valentin as he rips it on the ground to second. McCormick scoops it up onto first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Into the box, Chad Taylor. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Boy, this has been a tough one for him so far, D-Roll. 7th hit of the game already. They're really making him work.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. As Dustin Pedroia says, it's a laser show out there.
In now, Dustin Gonzalez. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. McLeod is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, number 60.
Into the box, number 60. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Back up the middle. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Hit sharply on the ground. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. The Missions lead it 4-0. So striding in, Ronnie Chadwick comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Lifted in the air out to left. Gonzalez has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Right fielder, Christopher Anderson.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Christopher Anderson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Line to the right side. But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. The next 1-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Standing in now, Ray McCormick. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
The batter, third baseman, Kevin Diaz.
At the plate, Kevin Diaz. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
McCormick, the runner at first with 2 gone. And this one's high and tight, backing him up, 2-1.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
The 2-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner will score from first. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath to reflect on his good fortune.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Into the box now, John Wales. Now a ball lined to the left side. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Rounded down the third baseline. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Now batting, catcher, Michael Wesson.
Now in the box, Michael Wesson. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that pitch catches the inside corner. The 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. The 1-1. Here's a pop-up now. Valentin moving to his left, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. San Antonio's out in front, 4-2. Striding into the box, Rodney Finch. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. Here comes the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Chadwick is in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The first baseman, number 34, Felipe Rodriguez.
So digging in now, Felipe Rodriguez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field. McLeod is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 12, Edgar Armand.
Digging in and looking for more. Edgar Armas. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. This is pulled into right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Russell Shipp, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First offering on its way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Stepping in now, Kareem McLeod, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Swing and a little blooper to center. Richter moving in. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a nod.
In now, Thomas Tomlinson, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 on its way. Missed with a slider. McLeod, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. From the belt, the pitch. Runner goes for second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. So he can't make. Stepping up to the plate. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Popped him up. Hunt has room in foul territory. And he brings it in on the warning track. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors and 1 man left aboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Missions lead it 4-2. Ready to take his hacks again, Robbie Hunt, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the pitch. The bouncer to the left side. To his right, Tomlinson. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, second baseman, Carlos Valentin.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Valentin. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. McLeod is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, catcher.
Ready once again, Chad Taylor. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. A bouncer up the middle. Tomlinson from the outfield grass, and he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. San Antonio's out in front, 4-2. Leading off the inning, Christopher Anderson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Takes a good curveball at the knees.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Standing in now, Ray McCormick. 1-0 the count. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped high in the air. Rodriguez shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Kevin Diaz.
Digging in to try it again, Kevin Diaz. And he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. First pitch on its way. On a line, that's a base hit. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Now at the plate, John Wales, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he's back easily. From the belt, kicks and deals. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Skied down the left field line. Gonzalez on the move. And the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 7th inning coming up. The Missions lead it 4-2. Back here for Texas League Baseball on MLB Network. Before we start the 7th, let's pause to take a quick look at how we got here. It's our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Arturo Perez is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. David Gomes is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. Chadwick is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Kenny McClendon will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
McClendon.
This is on the ground over to first. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box now, Billy Richter. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. McLeod moves over, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Rodney Finch.
So striding forward now, Rodney Finch. He's set, and the pitch. Hard hit to first. Backhanded. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. San Antonio's out in front, 4-2. Guy Shipman gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Guy Shipman.
Leading off the inning, Michael Wesson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Armas is after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, David.
Coming to the plate now, David Gomes. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. In there, 0-1. 7th inning here at the ballpark, 4-2 our score. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
The next 1-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside. 1 out, nobody on. Count remains 2-2. And he got him.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box, Kareem McLeod. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say, his third punch out of the game. Leading off the inning, Felipe Rodriguez, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. He's set. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. This is line to left. Chadwick has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one. And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these two performances stack up against one another. Digging in, Edgar Armas, a hit in 2 tries so far. First offering on its way. Hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Robbie Hunt.
Robbie Hunt will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Down, and this will kick off the third base bag. But that finds its way through for a base hit. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Thomas Tomlinson. And they'll need him to get something going here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Lights him up for strike 3.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
In now, Ronnie Chadwick. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Pulled toward right center field. Armas coming in, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The right fielder, number 2, Christopher Anderson.
Stepping into the box, Christopher Anderson. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. First pitch on its way. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Richter has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Bo Score will come on to take over on the mound now, and he'll hit in the 3rd spot in the lineup as a part of the double switch. Brian Roberts is into the ball game as well as a part of that aforementioned double switch as he'll take over in the number 6 spot in the lineup.
Now batting for San Antonio.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Carlos Valentin, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. The ninth inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the ninth. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a one-run lead.
Stepping in now, Chad Taylor. This is flared out towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Now batting, left fielder, Dustin Gonzalez.
Now to the plate, Dustin Gonzalez. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Grounder down the line at third. This is foul for the first strike. Valentin stands at first with one out. Oh, on the ground is short. Could this be two? The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One hit in the inning, but no one left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. The Missions lead it 4-2. Ready for another shot now, Ray McCormick. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
0-1, here it comes. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. If he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. It's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
And it's fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Now another 0-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Into the box now, John Wales. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Missed with a slider.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Missions jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Number 60 earns the victory on the mound. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vass. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
That's our final line score. First, for the victorious Mission. 4 runs on 11 hits. With 1 error. They left 5 men on base.
So as we end this ball game here tonight in Tulsa, the San Antonio Missions will pick up their second win in this 2015 starting season.
Thank you for joining us here tonight.
Well, tomorrow the Missions will have one more game at Tulsa. They will head on the road and they'll play the Springfield Cardinals for a 3-game series. San Antonio will head back home with the Drillers right behind them. Be a 3-game series. And after that, it'll be a 3-game set with the visiting Springfield Cardinals. Well, the second in this 2015 starting season. And gotta say, these boys doing pretty good as they won 2 from the Tulsa Drillers. And gotta say, we are a long way to go as we continue our games in a AA San Antonio team. So the winning pitcher goes to Brett Kennedy. Save goes to Guy Shipman. Losing pitcher for the Drillers goes to Russell Shipp. And that'll just about do it for us here tonight, as the San Antonio Missions will win 4-2 against the Drillers.